Alrighty guys, well, the transmission just come in here probably 10 minutes ago, and here's the part number on here, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's what it is. I thought it was going to be here yesterday, but they said it got hung up on the dyno and didn't have a chance to get it all done. So here we are now. Just got it here. We're going to get it unboxed and everything, or unbagged here anyways, and see what it looks like in here. He said it didn't come with the studs on the front. Well, it did come with the studs on the front of it, so he said it didn't. There's a new gasket there, which I didn't hurt the gasket on mine anyways, but since I got a new gasket, I'm going to put a new gasket on there. And says the same thing on these bearings here. The bearings on that one said China, and these say China too. I was kind of hoping it was going to say USA, but I guess that, you know, I don't know. We'll see how it goes anyways. If I would have rebuilt it, that's what it would have been. I'd have put USA bearings in there, but that's just part of it. So anyways, comes with a good warranty. So see, it's got a little bit of, see, I don't think that should have to have that little bit of play in it like that myself. I really don't. You got these plastic plug in this. So yeah, we'll get it cleaned up and try to get this on here. Bolts are 80 pounds, nuts are 200. Stop, do not impact. Torque spec boats. The bolts are 80 and the nuts are 200. So got to make sure we torque them down real good on that there. So yeah, let me get this, see if I can get it here. I'm gonna get my knife out and we'll cut this out. I bet you more than likely this is the gasket for the front of it. So we're gonna have to let this lay out in the damn sun so it can get all dried out. We're gonna get dried out, but get laid out flat. And yeah, I don't know why he told me to take the studs out of the front of mine. Like I said, this one come with the studs in it. So I don't know. I got to put it comes with a brand new vent tube. I got that little sensor there and all that. But yeah, everything seems to be pretty good shape. I'll go ahead and let me get this unpacked here, guys. Get it all cut up, and we'll get it sitting over there on that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and I'll set it on top of that transmission jack over first. But I got to kind of I'm going to get the transmission jack up underneath there. That way there I can take and get it pushed up in there, because I'm going to put the bell housing on it, torque them down. I'm going to put the clutch on it, get the clutch in there. And then once I do all that there, I'll slide it up in there. I'm hoping I can get this up in there because it's going to rain tomorrow. And I don't want this transmission or nothing on my parts all sitting out in the damn rain. If I could at least get this up in there, get it bolted up in there, I'll be happy with that there. So let me go ahead and get everything cut apart here, and we'll take a look at this thing. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna try to get y'all sitting somewhere here where you can see what's going on. Hopefully there you can see. If not, let me see if I can get, maybe I can get y'all up here. I'm just trying not to lose my damn GoPro in this oil over here. They get me, like I said, I keep telling you guys, I need to just get me a damn magnet for this damn thing. Let's see what we got here. See if that does anything. Come on, sit down in there, damn it. Hoses might be in your way there a little bit, I don't know, we'll see. But I've done blowed out the hoses for this right here. I'll put a little bit of oil on this. You ain't gotta cover it, just I'm gonna try to get some on there because it had Loctite on it and it don't call for Loctite. And I usually just, unless it's a sealed up unit, then I don't. I know it doesn't matter which way this goes back on here, but right there where them two hoses at right there, that's exactly where I'm gonna put it back at. I cleaned this flywheel and all this stuff here. I cleaned it all off. I blew it all off and out of there. Get off our fuel hoses. So I know about right there is pretty close to where I gotta be at. Get back up there. Get one of these started here. I think I got that one started. Yeah. We got that one started. Move it over here now. Get me the other one started. Get them torqued down to the torque spec. I'll run them in first with the impact, and then I'll torque them all down. I don't know why somebody... oh shit, sorry guys. This damn thing. Anyways, I don't know why this damn thing took in, I don't know why somebody didn't put oil on there in the first place. Because like I said, it calls for oil from, you know, from the Cummins. So, I mean, I could understand it. Because I know some of these, you know, the boats go all the way through the boats, they go all the way through, you know, into the crankcase, but this one here, it doesn't. So put a little dab of oil on there. Just like that there. Grab my socket over here. It says run these in on a star pattern. That pallet bearing should be flush. I don't know why. I don't know why that pallet bearing here, it kind of pushed that pallet bearing out a little bit. I don't know why it done that. Don't make no sense there. So I might have to take that thing back out there and find out why it pushed that out, because I cleaned that out up in there and it should have been flush. That I might have to take a hammer and kind of tap that the rest of the way in there, but usually they'll stay flush. I don't know why that one came back out. That don't make no sense there. I think it'll be just fine. We'll go ahead and get it torqued out there. Let me go ahead and get the let me go ahead and my torque ratchet, and I'll go ahead and torque these down. Okay, we're hitting on something here. Something's hitting somewhere. There we go. That's making it to where we're not. Let's look up here on the top up here and make sure. Oh. I don't see it hitting on nothing. Okay, let's see now. See if now we can get it to. Ow. Alrighty guys, I think we gotta bring the front, over this way just a little bit. Let's see, yeah, more than a little bit. Make sure it's not touching or hitting nothing no more. Fuel thing there, we'll get that out of the way and we'll get it just a little bit closer. Gotta come, still gotta come up some more. Yeah, still gotta come up some more here. Try to see if I can get it pushed around here. Okay. Let's see here. Front of that transmission is, and I hope that thing don't slide off of there, but it's trying to get spun around the front there. So let me keep sliding this and working this in here, guys, because if I not, the video will be 30 minutes long here, just trying to get this lined up. Alright guys, well, we got her all lined up there, and I tell you what, it actually went in there pretty damn smooth. I can tell you that now. It went in there way better than I would have thought it would have went in there. So now all I gotta do now is just tighten the clutch up, and I'll get all my wires and all that stuff there hooked up here in just a minute. But like I said, as far as getting it up in there like that, I'm missing 2 bolts on the bottom there, but there were 2 bolts missing on this thing anyways. Whenever I was when I first started messing with it, should be able to go ahead and let the jack down now. Yeah, it shouldn't go nowhere now. Like I said, it's It's all bolted up in there besides those two on the bottom. Go ahead and let this thing on down, get it out of the way here. Alright guys, we're cranking along on this thing here. Just trying to get this thing done. I just put the, I just got done putting the gear housing, the speedo gear. I just got done putting that in there. I took my little plug out because mine goes in here on the side just like that. The wiring is up there. I ain't brought the wiring back here just yet. It's just laying, it's laying up there. Put this line here on there, put this line here, got all the lines on there. Got all the little rubber lines, got all the little plastic lines on the side of the transmission. Went and put that little valve up there too. I had to take this here off to, like I said, put the speedo gear in there. And then now we're gonna go ahead and set the yoke on here. I'm not trying to drop this in this bucket of gear oil. I mean, in that bucket of oil there. All this stuff here, I have to pressure wash a lot of this shit here off. But now I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to get the yoke set up on here. Get it up on there pretty good. See if that's this needs to be spun to about 12 o'clock. That's fine, it don't really matter. All I gotta do is just spin the transmission to get it to where it needs to go, but I try to get it as lined up as I can. Alrighty, there's that there. It's in there nice and tight. Go ahead and put this on in there now. I have to go back in there and get my other, I'll get my big impact. We'll go ahead and get this tightened up. And then, go ahead and get the dry shaft in there and get that done. And then back there in the back of the yoke, the yoke back there in the back, it's loose, so I know I gotta get it tightened up. And then we gotta put the little fittings in there for that. Then, like I said, the gearbox for the bottom of the transmission, I still gotta rebuild it. So I can't put no oil in this thing just yet until that. And then also I gotta get some exhaust for it too, because the exhaust pipe, it was kind of shitty and wore out. So with that being said, let me go ahead and let me go get my socket there, go ahead and tighten this here down. It's a 2 3/4 on the size, and then we go and get the dry shaft put back in here, and we start putting those plugs in there and get the cooler lines hooked up, get all that stuff there done. And then let's see here, that should be about it on that there. We gotta get the speedo gear in there as well. I guess I can go ahead and put that in there while I'm standing here, while I'm right here. Go ahead and get that. I didn't move the nut, guys, so as long as you don't move your nut on the end there, you should be just fine as far as getting it to go back in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish tightening the speedo nut up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the speedo nut up, hook the wires up for that, tighten this here up, and then I might go ahead and I might show you me putting the dry shaft in. We gotta put the dry shaft in, and then once we get the dry shaft in, we can go up there and start doing that. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and got the exhaust put on there just a few minutes ago. And like I said, I went ahead and I redone that there, because the way they had it, it was kind of half-assed. So I wanted to make sure that I did it the right way. And I went ahead and I've got the gearbox up underneath here now. I probably won't show the whole thing of me sitting here putting this up in here, but what I do is I put all the studs in there, and what works out good for me is these studs here, they're not super tight up in there anyways, so I just put a little bit of Loctite on them, and I put Loctite on mine, and then I run them up in there, and then after I run them up in there, I take and after I run them up in there, I'll go the next one. I'll just run the nut all the way up on it, and it'll screw the stud into her where it gets tight. Just get it, get it snugged up in there with that Loctite on there, and you'll be just fine. And then let it set for a second and go the next one, and then by the time you come back around, you can just take your wrench and you can just unscrew the nut, and the stud will stay in there. So once we get this here done, I'll let it set up for a second, because I did put a little bit of sealer on there just for some insurance. I ain't saying that it's recommended, but I just do it just to give me a little insurance on not leaking, because this right here is always going to be sitting in oil no matter what you do. Get all these on there. And then all I gotta do now is just take and get these on there, and get all these here tightened up, and I just get them, get them nice and snug. I did put a new end piece on that there, because the other one was kind of like somebody drove across the damn field. So I did put that on there, and then but anyways, I'll once I get this here done, I'll start putting the oil through the top, and then we get the shifter top put on it, and get the air tank and all that stuff there, and we can start it up then. It ain't gonna matter then, because it'll have oil and stuff all in. I'll check it for leaks and stuff, and make sure the clutch and everything's working good, because I don't know if I have to adjust it or not. Usually they get them where I get my clutches at. They get them adjusted pretty close, so when you put them up in there, you're usually just fine. I'll go back over on this side and untighten that one over there up. But I just, clean them off, just put a little bit of red Loctite on there, keep them up in there. They had the plate on there, so I just took the plate off. Keep getting this here, like I said. Hopefully get this thing done today. If I didn't have to keep, or shouldn't have had this thing done, but I've been doing this and doing that on service runs, fixing this trucks and fixing them trucks, and I ain't had just a constant staying steady on this thing. So I just keep going here like I'm going here, staying steady at it. I'll just snug these up for now, and then once I get them all, I'll go around and recheck every single one of them eventually. But I need to be getting that other truck back here in the back. I need to get it fixed. It needs a front cover on it and all that kind of stuff. Just so much to do, one guy, it's hard to keep up. Seems like I ain't never got time for my own projects. A lot of stuff I want to work on, but I just ain't never got time to work on it. Sometimes I wonder what the hell I even got it for. But I ain't gonna keep warning y'all on this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish tightening these here up, and I'm gonna go ahead. Alrighty, guys. Starting to get all this stuff here picked up. I just got the air tank bolted on. I had to put another bolt in the top because the people that had it, they only had just one bolt in there, so I wanted to make sure I did it right. So I'll put that in there. I'm kind of double checking and triple checking everything. I got all my hydraulic lines on there now. All the pumps been tightened up. The only thing I got to do now is bolt my fuel tank up and to get my fuel lines put on there. That's the only thing I got to do now. So I just got to put 4 bolts in there, and should be ready to fire this thing up. I've done turned the main on over there for the pump, because I kind of wanted to circulate there and try to get as much. I know it's kind of hard to get all the air out of there, but I still wanted to make sure that pump was not dry. So probably what I'll do is I'll kick the PTO in, let it run for just a quick second to try to make sure I don't want to sit there and send it to the moon really fast. But I'll go ahead and just kind of circulate a little bit there to make sure there ain't no air, because once it gets right here, all the air, if there was, the air, I know there's air in there, it's going to go all the way back there, and it's going to take it a minute to get all the air back out of the system. I'm going to try and work the boom. I'm going to try and work the boom up and down to try to get some of that air out of there. Kind of how it was whenever we done it before. But we'll eventually get all the air out of the system. Might take a little bit of running back and forth here and doing this and doing that there, but I'm going to go ahead and get the fuel tank bolted up on here, get the brackets on there, and once I get the fuel tank bolted up, get the fuel tank on there, guys, we're going to fire this thing up, and it's going to have a little bit of air in the system. I had to get it primed up, but we're definitely going to get this thing fired up and see if we can't get the transmission shifting and make sure there's any adjustments on the clutch I got to make. But I think we should be fine on that there, and then we'll run the PTO up and down, try to move it in out of the driveway here, make sure everything's going to go good and move good. And like I said, they want to send this thing straight to work tomorrow, so definitely got a lot to do till then. Alrighty, guys, I didn't get to finish making a finished video on this truck here. This is one where I put the transmission in. Go ahead and pull the funnel out here, because I went ahead and I got the oil change in here now. But I did get this transmission in there a couple weeks ago, and like I said, it seems to be doing pretty good. I want to go ahead today and get the oil change in there, but I never made an ending video on me getting this whole project completely done. But I did get it all done. Got the pumps on there. Got everything done. Fuel tank, everything, all that stuff got back on there. And what I wind up doing is, and this is my own mistake here, but anyways, I took and I got everything put together in this truck, guys. And after I got everything put in here, I went to shift it, and it would not shift. It was like stuck in neutral. I was like, what the hell? I was like, man, it don't make no damn sense for nothing. So I wind up taking, and I was like, well, maybe it's the thing on the side of the transmission. So I pulled the thing off on the side of the transmission there. There's a pin that goes in there. I was thinking, well, hell, maybe somebody bent that pin. It's got stuck. I done that. The pin was exactly fine. So I was like, what the hell? I was like, maybe something happened in the shifter top. So only way I could get the shifter top is I had to pull the whole damn interior out of it. So I pulled the seat out of it, both seats out, pulled the floor mat up there, pulled the whole floor completely out of this truck. And what it wound up being is the what it wound up being, guys, was the damn I want to say the neutral safety or the reverse switch, one or the other. So it's the one that's kind of like up towards, it's the one that's kind of up closer towards the top of the transmission. I'll show you guys. I can't remember which one it is. If it's the reverse one or the neutral one. I think it's the neutral one. Anyways, if this was out, it'd be the one that's up here towards the front. But anyways, for some odd reason, that one, the one up there, went too far down in there. And when it went too far down in there, it got stuck on that rod. And when it got stuck on that rod, it made it to where it was like stuck and it wouldn't do what it needed to do. So for some reason, guys, I had to wind up putting I had to double washer that sensor that went in there. Once I pulled that sensor out, boy, this thing was smooth. It did everything it needed to do perfect. Didn't have a minute problem out of this thing. So just always remember, whenever you do that, if anybody has this problem, I've never had this problem. Always just put one on there. It's been fine. But I don't know if with that sensor, if the sensor was longer than the one that was in there previous. I don't really know. I just know that it was it was something that it could have easily been caught. But I don't know. I had to wind up taking the whole dash and everything out. I mean, the whole floor and everything in this truck to figure that out. But if you ever have that problem, guys, check that and see if if that's your problem. But other than that, the clutch is good. The transmission shifts fine. Everything's doing good on this truck here. Only thing I did today is I went ahead and changed the oil in it because it needed to be done. I serviced that there. But other than that, I just want to make a closing video on this here to show you guys that the transmission was completely. I got it completely done. It's all up in there. Ain't seeing no leaks or nothing. Like I said, you can see there's the gearbox, all that stuff there. The PTO works good. Everything works. Everything's working as it should. Ain't put a whole lot of hours on it yet, but hopefully in the next couple weeks we'll start getting some more hours on it, and checking everything out on it, make sure everything's gonna be good to go. But anyways, guys, I just want to make a quick video on this here for y'all, just to show you that I finished this crane truck up, and I want to show y'all the end video of my result. I got some other stuff coming up on here for long. I got a whole lot more cool odor projects. I need to get that Isuzu truck up here and get it to where it runs and drives. It's been I ain't had time to really mess with none of that kind of stuff or on my own stuff. I've been doing a bunch of other things. Also, I got this other grapple truck over here that I need to get working on, another grapple truck, and I got a couple other cool projects I need to get started on. But anyways, like I said, guys, I appreciate all the all the subscribers that I've got. It means a lot. And if you like my videos, like I said, just give me a thumbs up. Comment every once in a while. And thanks again for watching, guys.